when you went into it, were there like any reservations? Did you almost not sign the contract and say, we're not gonna do this?
No, what you saw was what you got.
Everything that we do, we talk about. We discuss what we're doing. Okay, we're going on a sister trip. Okay, we're gonna do da-da-da-da. Nobody springs anything on us. We're blessed to be executive producers on the show as well, so we know what we're walking into when we get into it. Now, we knew that people would feel some kind of way about it, but I was like, I'm just living my life. I'm not trying to be Bishop, nobody. I'm just Erica. I'm a girl who loves God, but I'm a woman. I'm okay with my sensuality. I'm okay with, you know, who I am. So we felt like it would kind of liberate some women who feel like, oh, if you're a gospel artist, you can't do this and you can't. All you hear is can't.
They think you have blessed oil and you just say,
I'm just saying, didn't know blessed oil put this in my belly. So, Tina, let's just go and keep this thing 100. So we were okay with it. And I think I was just concerned about, oh God, what are people gonna say? Like, if we gonna do this, let's just do this privately. You know, we got these cameras following us, so why we gotta do this right now? That was my whole. Keep it real. I know, you know, but I just didn't kind of want to keep it real with that because I didn't really feel. I didn't want to fool with the. I didn't really want to deal with the backslash of the Mary gospel singer fans. But I don't. When we're creating this show, we are being who Tina and Erica are. We're not going here around as the gospel, the Jesus people, just everything that we are, naturally, spiritually, Mama, Mary, Teddy's girl, all sisters, whatever we are, we're being that. So we're not trying to be so heavy on one, and we're just everything that we are, that's what we're representing, and so that was part of it, and it was the real of how we felt.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that. Miss Trina, do you mind answering, what is it about your family that made you all decide that you had something special to offer us as viewers as an example of familyhood?
I think one of the best things about Braxton Family Values that makes us so identifiable is that everyone in our family you can relate to in some way, shape, or form. We represent 5 very distinct personalities, and even though we're cut from the same cloth, everyone has that sister who talks too much. And you have several seats after you get your mic. Well, I'm gonna stand up and reseat myself because you talk too much sometimes. Thank you. Everyone has that sister who gives unsolicited advice. Everyone has that sister that they can go and tell a secret to, and you know it's not going to go and spread throughout the family. And everyone has that sister who's the peacemaker, you know, so I think that's what Braxton Family gives that appeal, because you always have someone that you can relate to in our family that represents someone in your family. This your cousin, your auntie, you know, Ray and them from across the way. You know, it's just gonna take much Ray now. But I think that's what makes it so identifiable.
Cynthia, what measures do you take to control your image? You are an amazing model, then you gotta come on do reality TV, you gotta wear your makeup every day, or just, what do you do to control your image?
Well, with, you know, internet, social media, it's really hard, especially with blogs and, you know, all that type of media that you really don't have any control over. The only thing that I really do is just try to put as much good stuff out there as I possibly can about, you know, my life, the real stuff. Okay. Because a lot of those other, you know, things that you guys see or may read may not necessarily be, you know, 100% true. So I feel like at the end of the day, the good stuff, the real stuff kind of outweighs the bad stuff. It eventually goes away. So all you can really do is you can't really worry about anything negative out there, even though it pisses us all off. But, you know, you just have to stay positive. You have to just stay focused on doing, you know, what you know, plan on doing with your life, and just staying focused on that. So I'm always trying to, you know, to show that the good stuff that I'm doing, and I think ultimately, you know, most people, that's what they really, you know, love, and that's what they care about the most. So,
Mallory, any memorable moments, any regrets, or do you have anybody ever walking up to you, and this I'll give everyone a chance to answer. Do you ever have anybody come up to you and say, wow, I identify with you, I know exactly what you're going through?
I guess about 99%, I actually get more love than hate.
Awesome.
They can feel Cynthia and I love, even though we disagree or agree, they can still see that the bond between us. And Cynthia and I are extremely close, and I think it comes through on the show. But so far, a lot of love, but on Twitter is like the meanest thing sometimes, but I do get it on Twitter a lot, mean things, but for the most, positive.
Yeah, and I wish so much that we could use social media as a way to uplift and inspire. Everybody is a thug on Twitter. That is just amazing to me.
People get really, really ugly.
On Twitter.
They do. And sometimes I'm married, and then sometimes Erica comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Like even just the other day, somebody put something really nasty about me and my sister. And I said, you clearly didn't know me for real, because if you did, you would know that I want you to say it to my face.
And tell us in California where you're from. Where you from?
I'm from Inglewood, California.
See, they don't know about Inglewood.
I went to school with Mac 10.
See, they don't understand. They don't understand. They don't
know.
understand.
But I'm a lady, I am. But usually when they come from my sister, that's when it really gets under my skin. Most of the time I ignore it. You can't give hate that much. You can't give it that much energy. It doesn't deserve it. It's enough negativity in the world. I say put your focus on the things that are positive and keep your head in the right space, because we're all, this is an opportunity for all of us to display who we are, but it's also beneficial in other areas, so you want to use it in a positive way. If you focus there, then that's when, you start taking the dive, and none of us want that.
I think the thing that I'm most grateful for, even considering all of the love and hate that you sometimes get from social media mostly, is the fact that we were in this business for 11 years before we started doing this. So I understand that this position comes with love and hate. It comes with love and hate. The public is why you have this platform. So you will be open to public speculation and their opinion. It is what it is, and I understand that comes with this territory. At the start of our careers, I used to try to accommodate what I thought people wanted, and try to adjust and shift if something about us was communicating something that was not in the intents of our heart. At this point, I am who I am. Love me, leave me, take me, or don't, whatever, it's good. You know what I'm saying? I know what my intentions are. I know who I represent. I know that I want to make myself, my family, and my God proud. And I do to the best of our ability. That's our effort every day, whether there's cameras on or off. So everybody that we don't please, pray for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely not trying no more.
Yeah.
All right.
Tamar, when the public is so caught up in the issues of your daily life, does it become easier or more compelling to resolve those issues?
My what life?
I said when the public is so caught up in your personal life and the issues of your life, whatever you've chosen to show us on television, does it make it more easier to resolve the issues?
Vince and I believe, are the same people on and off the camera. So the things that you all see on TV, it's already things that we've talked about and things that we already know what we feel about. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not definitely ever going to intentionally try to embarrass my husband. He's not going to do the same thing for me. However, our show is real. And just like the time when Trina and I was talking about me singing Do I Pop Pop and she wasn't with that anymore, homeboy comes in the room and busts up the conversation. That was a real, true situation. And, we had to hash it out, unfortunately, on camera. So, it definitely helps our relationship because we are forced to talk about issues, especially when you see them on TV, and especially the hate on Twitter that people say a whole lot, about your relationship. But the realization of it all, if you would mirror your own relationship, you would definitely see somebody on this stage parallel to your life. So don't be so quick to judge, because number one, it's not easy. Number two, is a testimony for somebody. And if it's not for you, have nothing to say.
Trina, if you could describe in just a couple words of how being on the show, how it has changed you, what would you say?
First of all, one thing that many people don't realize is doing a reality show is very invasive. And a lot of times when you decide and you sign up to do this kind of work, you open yourself up for all kinds of ridicule or love. But one thing my mom has always taught us was to eat the fish and throw out the bones. Okay. Because everything that someone says to you or does to you, you do not have to receive for your life, point blank period. But thank you. Doing a reality show, it made me mirror my life. Because every week, just like everyone else is watching the show, we have to watch ourselves. Yes. And what you have to do is you have to either get better from what you're watching, or you can become and have